Everything. Oh, by the way, you know what's a good pickup line?
What?
You can pod my cast anytime you want, baby.
That's a terrible pickup line.
Oh,
Never
shut up,
use it.
Vic.
Does it make more sense when you translate it into Brazilian
Nope. Makes
or
less sense.
Portuguese?
Yeah, I mean, Brazilian Portuguese, you can go for that. Just never say, oh, you're speaking Brazilian. It's, no, you're gonna get lynched.
I corrected myself before a bunch of angry Brazilians came after me.
Okay. Well, should we get started?
That's like saying to a Mexican, "Oh, I love to speak Mexican." It's not Mexican, it's Spanish.
I'd love to speak Canadian. Hey.
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 I'm just gonna
Don't
let
talk
this
shit
roll
about
as the
Canada,
opening
eh?
to the podcast. This is good. I like it.
So, this is the
Cool.
podcast. Welcome, Shifty Keys.
Oh, hey. we
Part
started.
3.
1, 2, 3, we've started.
3, 2, 1.
Hey!
Hello,
Oh,
everyone.
no.
Welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
Yay!
Yay!
Hi.
I am Luis, aka Spartanslav, and today we have...
Hungover Jim.
Me, Vic. Hi. Sup?
who knows how to hold her liquor.
Yeah, because it was totally trash last night.
I was
Woot.
feeling no pain, that's for sure.
And I'm TJ, and I have Coke.
Oh,
Not
TJ's
cocaine.
having more fun than the rest of us.
Wait, what? What did he? I totally missed what he did, but
He's got some
alright.
Coke.
Oh, Coke. Like
The
crack
soft
Coke?
drink, we hope.
Like crack Coke. Yes, Vic. That's the joke.
Like the snorting kind?
Oh, I think I just caught on. Oh my god.
Wow, Vic, I am not feeling well this morning, and I'm still on point.
Well, it is 8 a.m. for me.
And I'm not feeling well, so we're on the even playing field.
Oh, excuses.
But
yeah, I was
excuses. I only
was
woke up
cleaning the
15
house.
minutes ago. And we saved you from cleaning.
Yeah, but I'll have to go back to it after we're done, and I don't know. I mean, I'm happy that I'm recording right now, but god damn it, there's still so much to do.
What do you have to do? Like, clean the whole house?
Everything? It's that kind of cleaning up.
Everything in the world.
I was gonna
Well.
make a joke, but it seemed kind of racist, so I'm not gonna make it now.
Everybody's
Your
a
face is
little bit
racist.
racist. That's a
Maybe a little bit,
Especially
Luis.
Vic.
What? What?
Vic,
I know.
everybody may be a little bit racist, but you, my good lady, you are very racist.
I'm not. How am I racist?
I'm just picking on you. I don't know if you're racist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, what did I do?
It's like
This time.
it's like
Something
podcast
racist.
1. We're picking on Vic, and she's like, "What did I do to any of you?"
What
This
did
is
I
like the
do
running
to
theme of the
deserve
entire
this?
series.
Everyone gets to pick on Vic, so that's an incentive for joining the podcast.
Woo!
You get to pick on Vic, and now my boyfriend is poking me. I can't.
Vic's having more fun than the rest of us.
Ha 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 ha!
You should be more specific, Vic.
He just turned to me and goes, "They made a joke about my penis, didn't they?" And I went, "Yep." He's
Well-
accepted it. Oh my
Thank
god.
you, Alex, for being a good sport.
Special guest.
He's gonna
Alex,
decline the penalty.
who has absolutely no voice in the podcast.
Nah. He's watching the video. He's good.
Well, he better watch our podcast too.
Okay, I'll make sure he does.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah,
You,
totally.
You hear me? You hear me, Alex? Subscribe.
Lewis is threatening you. You need to subscribe.
You're getting threatened by a Brazilian. They'll probably end up giving you a Brazilian.
Apparently he's gonna slap you across the face with his penis.
Oh, that turned violent.
Well, that was unexpected.
Oh, I'm sorry, his cock. I said it wrong. He said, "I'll slap you across the face with my cock," not his penis. Apparently there's a difference. Alright, sorry about
Is
that.
there though? Nah, it's okay. Alex, don't be an asshole. Come on. Just kidding.
Fight,
I'll
Please
tell
don't
him
slap me with
fight.
your. Don't
Fight,
slap
fight,
me with
fight.
your
Kiss,
parts.
kiss,
That
kiss.
is disgusting. What the hell?
I don't know
What
what's going on.
turn did we take?
I don't know. It's only like 5 minutes in.
I was about to say, did we pick topics for this week, or are we just rolling with it? Because
We're
Oh
just
yeah, we
rolling
did.
with
We
it.
did.
that's good so far.
Did Alex
Talking
like
about-
pencil into the top of the list Alex's cock?
No, I don't even.
My peen.
It's not like I have a list of everything we're gonna be talking about.
Wait,
Which I
who-
don't.
No one
who has a
does.
list? Well, I kind of wrote some stuff down, but it's just random stuff.
Hey,
well,
how about you go the fuck to sleep?
Yeah.
Wait, who's going to sleep?
No, no one's gonna sleep right now.
I was trying to segue there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because Jim this week on Skype posted a link for "Go the Fuck to Sleep" read by Samuel L. Jackson. I don't think it's actually Samuel L. Jackson, but it's really funny.
No, it is.
Just call him
That's
Mason
that's the
Winters.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Seriously?
Yes, I'm dead serious.
Holy shit! I can't believe this.
It is actually Samuel Jackson. Yay.
Mind equals blows.
I expected it to be longer, to be honest with you, but I never realized it was only 6 minutes. But it's so funny.
Yeah, I could have sworn that was like fan made or an impersonator or something. But man, that just blew my mind.
I think I was actually sitting in bed when I saw that message on Skype, so I was just like, I'm gonna listen to this, trying to go to sleep. I ended up just sitting in my bed laughing.
Thematically appropriate. I'm trying to go to sleep, and Samuel L. Jackson is telling me to go the fuck to sleep. No, you can't have no milk. Now go the fuck to sleep.
God.
That is an example of parenting.
That sounds like something. I didn't listen to it, but that sounds like something you would say to some drunk people. Like, no, you can't have another goldfish, now go to bed. No, that doesn't go there. You need to go to bed. No, your pants go on your legs, not your head. Like, those discussions you have with very drunk people?
Not really. What kind of
I
drunk
have
people do you
weird
know?
drunk people in my life.
I was about to say, I mean, I wasn't feeling too bad last night, but what you're describing is far beyond what I've ever been in my life.
Really? Yeah,
Well-
I've experienced this.
Well, I say
I've
that.
met like three sorts of drunk people. There are the clingy ones, the people who are like, oh, let's hang out all that shit.
Hold me,
Also-
baby, hold me. I just want to say, you're beautiful.
Yeah,
Those kinds of people.
That's-
That's me, says Vic.
there's also these
Give me all the
very
hugs.
annoying drunk people like, yo, bro. And I'm saying this because it's like, well, anyway, I'll try not to go into details, but it's stuff like, yo, bro, why ain't you drinking? And I'm like, yeah, because I don't drink. What a loser. And then they just pass out after saying that and vomit on themselves. Yes, this nearly happened, like, not exactly like this, but I've seen some shit in my life. And
I've seen some shit.
last but not least, the other kind I saw is like the kind of drunk people that do some really, really stupid things. I remember I was at I think a Christmas party or something that I was invited to. It was being organized by the company my aunt works at, and I think her boss, the dude just stacked up a bunch of those plastic chairs, and he decided to sit on them and be all like, huh, I'm the king. Get it? Because he's the boss. And so he sat down on those chairs, and I shit you not, they broke, and he fell. And it was really, it was hilarious, a little bit worrying, but plainly ridiculous. Like, the chairs broke down, and he just fell confused, like, what happened? That wasn't supposed to happen. And then they got him up, and he was like, yeah! and some other people were cheering too. They were probably drunk as well. But yeah, that happened.
You left out the angry drunks.
I mean, I know they exist, but I've never met one.
Okay.
I was pretty much talking about the ones I've met.
So,
But I think Vic's probably the angry drunk.
I'm not an angry drunk.
Yeah, you are.
She
No,
seems
not.
pretty angry all the time, so, you know.
No.
Yeah, you're always like, "Rrr."
I giggle a lot and I hug people. That's the definition.
Clingy.
with a knife,
That she's clingy.
and
Yeah,
she
I'm
giggles
clingy.
because she
And I
stabbed
giggle.
people.
Sure. Let's
See?
just say I stabbed a lot of people in my lifetime.
Facts.
Fact.
Aren't you going into the
All of
medical
the
field?
facts.
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's not
okay.
ask me about my future right now.
I was gonna say, I was like, because I mean, if you are getting into the medicine thing, you know, you could say it's all for science. I need to stab people so I can make sure that I can fix them.
Well,
Wait, what's that? You're thinking about studying medicine?
No, not medicine in the terms of nurse or the doctors and stuff. More in the
Something
terms
related
of
to that.
yeah, like more policy or whatever. But
Oh, I see.
She wants to be a
I
medical
haven't decided.
director.
yeah,
Well,
maybe.
since
I
you
don't know.
don't want to talk about the future, let's talk about what are you going to have for lunch.
I haven't even had breakfast.
That's still in
dude.
the future. You're
Yeah,
doing it
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm gonna
care
let
what-
future me worry about that.
I'll let future me decide what cereal I want in about 20 minutes or so.
20 minutes? Future you is kinda.
Kind of a dick.
Future you is pretty close.
Yeah, like. Future you is closer than you think.
Is future you gonna be on the podcast?
I'll tell you in an hour. Or 20
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if Future Vic's an asshole or not. I mean,
Always am, always will be.
just kidding, Vic. You're a lovely person. Bullshit.
Some days.
Yeah, some days. Um, so segues, right? I don't know if you guys saw. I think you saw. This week, people were posting like MySpace kind of journals on
Yep.
the RT website. What was up with that? Like, I tried to track down the source of that. I I thought I had found it, but I was mistaken, or I don't know what happened. Not that it really matters, anyway. But I mean, I find kind of weird how these trends start. Like someone does that, and then everyone goes like, "Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do this too." And I'm not complaining. I'm just like talking about it. But there was a lot of those journals. Like that thing spread in a matter of a couple of hours.
Yeah, I kind of just signed on to Rooster Teeth and it was all over the place. Thought about doing it, and then I got like halfway through and I was like, nah, I'm good. And
When it got to the things like, "Have you ever stolen something?"
yeah, I can't give out my criminal record. It's really
Wow.
long and lengthy.
Yeah, you would probably need like 2 journals to talk about that.
3, actually.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you stab people.
Yeah, I
Lots
know.
of charges.
Yeah, I know. And, what? Yeah. That was fun to
Probably.
read, though.
Probably stuff like public intoxication and indecent exposure and so forth, that kind of thing.
Stabbing people.
I found more things. I found more things Jim and I disagree on.
Oh,
Because
Jesus.
of
Stabbing
that.
Let's go. Let's go. No. I want to talk about it. Let's go.
You like vanilla. Yuck. Chocolate all the way.
I say that. I'll take vanilla over chocolate because I don't like any form of chocolate that's not like straight up pure Hershey's milk chocolate. Like I don't do dark chocolate. I don't do white
Hershey's
chocolate.
is not pure chocolate.
Whatever. I don't know. That's what I
Don't
like.
ruin it, Vic. Don't ruin
Pure,
it.
unadulterated synthetic chocolate.
You know what? I'm enjoying whatever the fuck Hershey's making. I'm enjoying it.
I don't really. it's kind of hard to explain because I have a hard time sometimes picking favorites and stuff. So things like Pepsi or Coke, whatever. They're both soft drinks, and I like them both. And vanilla or chocolate, I love both of them too. Don't ask me to choose between them. It's like asking me for who I would, I don't know, donate a part of my liver if I would donate it to Coke or Pepsi. Or no,
I'm
wait,
gonna
that's
I'm gonna
that's not
change
right.
the answer on my journal to whatever Vic doesn't like.
All right,
For
Suck
everything.
it, Vic.
hold on. I have to go back in.
Wait, what? But
Isn't
those
that what
were
he's
like
supposed to say?
the format they took. Kind of reminds me of a social media that was really really big here in Brazil. It's actually a Google service, so it was like international, but I'm pretty sure 95% of the users were Brazilian, and it was called Orkut. Have you guys ever heard of that? I think the pronunciation is actually Orkut or something.
Yeah, it's Orca.
But
That's yeah, I've heard
yeah,
of it.
well, here people said Orkut, so
Hold
yeah,
on.
that happened, and it was this really weird site. Have you ever had an account there, Jim, Vic, TJ?
Nope.
No.
I had never even heard of it.
I disagree with your favorite color and your favorite number.
Oh my
Well,
god.
oh my god. Okay, well that's fine. I mean, everybody's gonna have a different favorite color and number, for God's sake.
You're wrong on Coke.
You
You're
know,
I
wrong
it's
on
disagree.
Nike.
I get that from a lot of people. That's like, oh, Pepsi over Coke all the way. It's like, look, I mean, if I have to take it, I'll take Coke over Pepsi. But I don't dislike Pepsi.
I've
Blue
never heard
team,
anybody
not
say
red
Pepsi
team.
over Coke.
No,
All the
screw
way.
you,
I've seen
red
people-
team.
Blue team.
No, red.
Red team.
Blue.
Red.
Blue.
Why
Red.
can all we
Red.
be
Red Army.
friends?
Shut up, Luis. We're arguing.
Let mommy and daddy fight, Luis.
Oh my god.
Red team.
Freelancers.
Blue.
God,
I just bought a blue t-shirt.
I bought my Red Army T-shirt to replace my old Sarge T-shirt from a decade
what?
ago.
You know what? At RTX, I'm just gonna go and beat the shit out of you.
I was just about to say, when we fucking meet at RTX, there's gonna be a battle, son. You hear me? Not a fight. We will battle.
Luis,
Swords
I'll
out.
record this and send it to you.
We'll just
Please
live
do,
cast
because
it.
I'm starting to get RTX blues again.
Yeah, I was about to say,
What's gonna happen? It's gonna be like the chicken fights from Family Guy. Vic and Jim are just gonna start fighting in the middle of the convention, and eventually it's going to roll onto the main stage while the entire Achievement Hunter crew is in the middle of some Let's Play, and
Oh,
it's gonna be
God.
awesome.
No shit, that would be so fucking fantastic. It'd be like, we just see each other from across the room and our eyes narrow and we just go at it, son. Whack, 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 whack. And then do like the Family Guy drops where you're just standing and then you're horizontal. It's like, you know?
That would be so perfect.
Like just beating each other with chairs, and then
God.
before you know it, planes will crash into the building, and we'll be fighting on top of a burning train.
Jeez. Yeah, that was all I pretty much disagreed with you on.
All right, well that's not so bad then.
It's actually not too bad. Well,
Wait.
that and the Microsoft or Apple.
Well, we had this
Oh,
discussion
my God.
last week.
Yeah, that happened already.
I know, that's why I didn't bring it up again. Okay,
Right.
anyway. Back to your regular scheduled program.
Back to the
So,
regularly scheduled mental abuse for Vic. Go ahead.
Aw.
Let's see something. Jim, do you like breathing air?
Do I like breathing air? Well,
Yes.
I'm gonna put it to you this way, Louise. Since it is required for me to continue surviving on this plane of existence, I'm going to go with yes because it's needed, not because it's actually something I enjoy doing on a regular basis.
So I'm pretty sure that Vic fucking hates air. If I'm getting...
Oh, good. So she can stop breathing then, and she can just put me out of my misery. Wonderful.
Who stopped not breathing anymore?
That was supposed to be you.
Oh, so I'm not breathing anymore. That's mean.
Well, because I like
It's
air,
because he likes
you're
air,
supposed to not
so-
like air. That means you have to stop breathing.
Oh.
Just hold your breath for the rest of the podcast and type all your responses
Yeah.
into the chat.
Okay.
We're so
No, I'm gonna let this play out. Don't say anything. Let it go. She's dying. Yes.
All right.
What the fuck was that noise?
Gasping for air, probably. Don't you be breathing my air, Vic.
Yeah, it's Jim's air.
Hey, how can I be breathing Jim's air when he's all the way on the East Coast?
That is true. She is in the northwestmost corner of the 48 contiguous states, and I'm in the almost furthest southeast corner.
Yeah, so...
Furthest goes to me.
Yeah, I can't be breathing any of your airs.
Your heirs.
Your airs.
All your heirs belong to me.
Yep.
All your
Firstborn,
airs
mine.
belong to us.
That's right. I am firstborn. I'm the oldest here, aren't I?
Well, you mean by age or?
Yeah, by age.
Oh, I guess. How old are you?
I'll be 27 at the end of the month.
Hear that, ladies? Okay, Vic, you are
What?
like 22 or something, right?
Yeah, I'm 22.
Okay, I'm 20, and TJ?
I'm 18. I'm the youngest.
We can pick on you now. Or not. I don't know.
I think we were pretty sure that was already the case.
Yeah.
I love that y'all are all 2 years apart, and I am 5 years ahead of Vic.
Yep.
Yeah, well, what matters is we're all 12-year-olds in our heads.
That's right.
I disagree.
What
Oh,
do you
I'm
disagree
sorry.
with?
I'm something.
Wise old man.
He's wise. He's
Yeah.
old. And he's
TJ is
mad.
a wizened
wise.
old wizard like Obi-Wan, except he likes Pokemon.
Ugh.
See,
So,
Obi-Wan
how about
had to
that
do
Super
something.
Bowl? Oh my god, that Super
Oh, yeah.
Bowl!
Oh shit, that is tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, you guys are
It's
talking
tomorrow?
about the drugs or this sport?
Well, the 2 states that have made medical marijuana legal are going to have themselves a quote-unquote Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, quote unquote medical. But yeah, what are the states anyway? Because it's not a thing here, so I have no clue.
It's the biggest day of the year in the United States.
I know that
Hands down.
Super Bowl
Well-
is a huge thing. I meant like, what are the states that are playing?
Washington State and Colorado. Denver
Yeah,
Broncos.
Vic.
I was about to say, I don't know that I would call it the state, because well, alright, so correct me here, because this is one thing I don't know about college football. The Washington Redskins, is that the state, or is that referencing Washington, D.C.?
I don't know.
I guess nobody knows.
No, the state. Sorry.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was about to say, I wouldn't say that it's Washington
I
State
think
then. I would say it's Seattle specifically.
It's Seattle. Seattle.
I think
Seahawks.
future Vic has arrived, and she's probably eating cereal. That's why it took
No,
her so long.
no, my dad was asking me if I wanted anything from the store.
Hi,
So-
Mr. Muggy.
Yes, Dad, you can get Jim some Excedrin and a lot of water.
I'll
Also
take
get Vic some vanilla ice cream.
No.
Yeah, I'll take some chocolate. Whatever chocolate, because you know. I'm
Mail
not a
that
punk
on
bitch.
down to.
Strawberry man.
You can get Jim some of that fake Hershey's chocolate too.
Fucking fake Hershey chocolate.
I am interested. I am interested to know how it's fake, because this is news to me. I haven't heard this before.
Well,
It's probably made with bad
It's not that
Oreos.
it's fake. It's that it's not 100% real.
yeah, and
It's now with 3% fake.
well, I eat
The
this.
way DJ said was. Oh, I'm
There's-
sorry.
I'm
There's
sure
this-
fake is just a technical term.
We don't like to use the term fake. We like to use the term processed.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's processed terribly.
Like everything else in the world.
Yeah, well, there's this company in Seattle that it's a chocolate company called Theo Chocolate, and it's super good. If any of you are out here, go to that factory tour. It's really awesome.
How about you do
Listen.
me a favor and you just bring some to RTX,
All right, I
and
can
then
bring some to
I'll have
RTX.
some of that with you
Oh, shit.
before we kill each other.
Okay, sounds good. Like pre-chocolate, you know. I'm like, hey, how's it going? How's the family? And then we'll beat the shit out of each other. That works.
Right, and we'll
I have
go
a
at
feeling
we'll go at it
that
after that.
Vic's final blow would be like she will save a piece of white chocolate, and then she'll somehow manage to open Jim's mouth and just shove it down
No,
her throat.
no.
It's gonna be the fatality.
Fatality. Finish
That's
him.
that is the it to my knee.
But yeah, it's like all natural, 100% organic chocolate, and it's so good. I have not been able to eat Hershey's chocolate since.
Wait, what's the name of the chocolate? Because I didn't get that.
Theo, Theo. It's like named after the plant. So it's really tasty, and I really like it. So if any of you can,
This podcast is not being sponsored by
Yeah.
Theo Chocolate, but if you guys want to sponsor us and give us free chocolate, I mean, we'll take it.
Yep, pretty much.
Speaking of things that Vic should bring us some, Vic, do you plan on coming down to Brazil for the World Cup or something?
No, why?
Fuck! Because I'm
Why?
really still waiting for the cookie butter.
Oh, the cookie, but that was like
Jesus.
when I first joined. That was like 8 months ago. That's when I first
Yes,
joined the
and I haven't
site.
forgotten that.
Oh my god, cookie butter, so good.
Why don't y'all
Favorite
just?
ghost.
Oh, I was gonna say, why don't you just give her your address, Luis, and Vic, you pay that outrageous customs fee and mail it on down to him.
Yeah, which is probably true. Like, I
If
know
he
that
studies abroad, I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'm afraid to mail
if-
anything into Brazil.
The corrupt government will take it. They're like, oh, cookie butter.
Like,
Exactly.
there will be a press conference, and then
They'll make
the
Luis
president
pay to get one bite.
the president or someone is gonna have the corner of their mouths dirty with cookie butter, and then they'll be all like, "Oh, what's that? Oh, that nothing. That's I don't know.
I didn't need no cookie butter. That's not me.
Yeah, I didn't I didn't know about any sort of butter, you know. So yeah, World Cup and sports and bread and circus policy. I mean,
I don't
Okay.
know any Luis. It's import tax, that's all.
but yeah, like for those of you who don't know, I will try to apply for an exchange program, and if I do it, I hope I can see at least some of you and get some cookie butter and stop being a punk bitch.
Punk bitch.
Cause yeah, like punk bitches don't eat cookie butter, so you know, don't want to be a punk bitch.
I haven't had cookie butter in a really long time, so
Oh, punk bitch.
Well, but you have had it sometime in your life, so
yeah.
you know. I'm just kidding. If any of you in the audience hasn't had cookie butter, you're not a punk bitch. I'm not a punk bitch, so you know, I know your pain.
I've
The
never
pain
had
of
cookie
liking
butter.
cookie butter. Yeah, but you're not part of the audience, TJ.
So I'm still a punk
What?
bitch.
I was talking to the audience. I'm sorry, guys.
We have an
you know,
audience.
You know, I put the video on YouTube and my dog watches.
There's a video?
Oh my god.
Video on YouTube? Who knew?
You mean this is being recorded?
No one told me this.
Oh wait, I'm recording.
You guys
Whoops.
told me you just wanted to talk and enjoy my company. Yeah,
We
being
lied.
exploited.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit.
Vic, I don't like liars and deceitfulness. But
From
yes, I
me?
lied to you about that.
I was like, what is the point of this? Oh, man.
You see, there has
By
to
the
be
way,
rivalries in the world. It makes things more interesting.
I have just noticed that Vic is using Alex's account on TeamSpeak.
I am, actually.
So, we're probably talking to Alex and not Vic.
No, you're talking to me.
Is
Alex
that
is
insane,
watching a video.
Maldeeb?
Like, maybe
Yes.
he's a really good impersonator.
No.
Luis,
I
does
don't
it
think
sound
he can-
like? Does it sound like Vic's trying to slap you in the face with her penis?
Cock?
Because
It was cock, not penis, remember.
Remember, if Vic is Alex, then it's Alex's cock she's slapping you with. So you're being slapped with Vic's cock.
Can we just steer away from that?
says the peanut butter goat sex guy.
No,
So that's what's at the corner of your mouth. I got it.
it's peanut butter lollipop lizard sex time, TJ. Come on. Get your facts straight.
Oh, Jesus, that's from one of the late covers podcasts where you
Yes.
said that. I remember that because my headset died because I hadn't charged it. And so I came back into this conversation right at the end of that sentence. And I was just like, I don't know what the fuck just happened.
I think I was just like mumbling words, like trying to put words together, and that happened. And now I gotta find which one was that because I don't remember. And
I don't remember
Only two
which one it
I think
was.
it was my
Shit.
first one. So
I'll
whatever.
write this down.
I was gonna say I don't know. I don't
think it
remember
was-
which one it was either. But I'm gonna revisit the topic we had last week about your synapses not firing properly.
Which synapse is mine or TJ's?
Yours. So the random
What?
shit you come up with.
Oh, right.
Deflection
Because-
equals failed.
I was never mind. But you know what? I told people on TeamSpeak the other day, and I mean it. If I could manage to get that on a T-shirt, like if I were any good at, I don't know, Photoshop or something, and could get that on a T-shirt, I would totally use that on the street. Like I would probably just
What,
use it
laser
for-
lizard lollipop sex?
No, peanut butter lollipop lizard sex time.
Okay.
Something that resembles that. I would use that on the street. Like maybe not on occasions where I need to be really serious, so like big stuff on college, but
I was about
if
to say,
it's any other
things
day,
not to
I'll do
wear to job interviews. This T-shirt.
peanut butter lollipop lizard sex time T-shirt. God damn it.
Unless you're trying to get into like the porn industry.
Well, yeah, like
There might be, you know what? You're fucked up enough to be a camera guy.
like yeah, we like your T-shirt. Is that like your resume or?
Oh my god.
Have you ever thought about being a cameraman?
That's a dangerous job. I saw a porn blooper where a dude
I
was.
know which one you're talking about.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows it.
I don't know. I don't know this.
Oh,
The dude.
Is there such a thing as a porn blooper?
Oh my god, yes. They are so funny. This dude is jerking it, you know, and they're getting to the money shot, and the chick's down on her knees, and he just shoots over her onto the camera guy. And the camera guy's like, "Oh my god, oh, I need a napkin, I need a towel."
Oh my god.
Oh
my
Jesus,
God.
it is so funny.
Oh man. That's
Talk about getting in over your head.
Oh
I see what you did there.
Christ.
Man, that's
Oh my god.
that's a shitty day at the job.
Right?
The guy's probably like, yeah, some live and free action, and then he just gets jizz on it.
It's like,
So sad.
I didn't get up this morning expecting having ejaculate on my face, but things happen.
Oh my god.
Have you guys ever heard of the urban legend where, like, it's
If you
an
get
urban legend where this guy, he goes to his like forensic class or something, and the guy's showing him the black light, like he's showing his class black light, and they're like, oh, we can see what we can see what different materials you've been exposed to. We can even tell semen. So they like go up to people, they find semen, they freak out, and it's like, oh, I don't know how that got there. So then one of the guys goes up and they like shine it into his mouth, and he's got like semen highlighted all over his mouth. And
that's
Yep.
what? I'm a vampire, sir.
I don't know how that got there.
There is
I was holding
Damn.
it for a
like the
friend.
same.
Damn
There's
frat
kind of
parties.
there's kind of like the same urban legend around here that we hear in a lot of different ways, but it's deep down it's just the same story. It's something like it was a lab class, and then the professor asks a chick to put a sample of saliva under the microscope. And then they're like, oh yeah, this is a cell, and yada yada yada. And then they find something moving. And then she freaks out and goes like, oh, professor, what's that? And then the guy just goes there and looks at, oh, it's a, it's a, oh fuck, what's the name in English?
Sperm.
Sperm.
Yeah. God damn it, how did I forget that? Anyway, oh, it's a sperm.
It's a jizz.
And then it's so like that really awkward situation. And we've heard like all sorts of versions. Like I've heard that on like middle school, high school. I've heard that from people in college. I think someone mentioned that already. To be honest, I think in junior school we heard that as well. Like I don't know if it ever happened or if it's something that happened and it was really really famous. Like if people didn't have anything else to do other than spread that story. I don't know.
There's, that makes me think there's a story that went around all throughout my high school, and everybody swore that this happened to them, where they had two brothers in their school. One was named Orangelo, and the other was named Lamangelo, but their names are literally, when you spelled them out, orange jello and lemon jello. And it's like everybody knew that story. Like, oh yeah, they went to my high school. No, they didn't. They're made up. They didn't go to anybody's high school, but it's just a story that goes around.
Like that's not even that's not the scary sort of urban legends. I think we all have heard stuff like, oh, the dead people in the bathroom and all that shit. There was one in my, I think it's because I tried to adapt the names to how how things are in America, but here we call ensino fundamental, which is like the basic level before high school, and so I think it's your junior and middle school. Thing is, in the school I went to for this period of school time, uh, people used to drink water from some faucets that were like a series of faucets, and there was the faucet in the middle that no one ever dared to use. Why? Because there was a legend that some time ago some kid put his dick in the faucet. Like he tried to insert his wee wee on the opening of the faucet. And so like people just didn't ever drink there. Even though they cleaned it all the time and showed people, look, it's okay. They changed the faucet and like did a whole bunch of things, but the legend was still alive. I think that to this day it might be still going. But I just can't help to but think like, okay, it can be a lie, but what if it's not? And why the hell would a kid put his dick on the faucet?
Because
Like,
he's a boy.
well,
So
yeah,
I was gonna say, I have come to
yeah.
learn, when people do outrageously stupid things, don't ask why. because people are just going to do outrageously stupid things.
Yeah, like
That's-
kids, like, well, not all kids do that, but you know what happens when you get a bunch of kids in puberty and, oh, I dare you to do this, and then shit happens.
My theory
Ridiculous
holds
falses
true.
happen.
My theory holds true that no matter where you are in the world, you're gonna have stupid people who do outrageously dumb things, and Luis's story here is just proof that it's not just Americans who are dumb and do stupid things.
Nah, you guys are people just as
People
the
are just
same as
stupid.
anyone else. So
No, I know.
why should
That's what
that
I'm
be
saying.
exclusive?
Right, I know. People like to say, "Oh, dumb Americans," but I'm serious. Like, there are exceptionally stupid people all over the planet.
Yeah, that's true. There are. And
I mean, at least one
I
person.
know one that lives in Seattle.
hey,
Oh, shout out to Spencer. I mean,
Spencer, call out on the podcast.
funny thing, he doesn't really live in
oh
Seattle.
crap.
Oh, well.
He's in Vancouver.
I thought you guys lived in the same city.
Oh, okay then. It happens. I'm not talking about Spencer. The secret's out.
He really is talking
Spencer,
about there.
I'm sorry, it was a joke.
I love that Luis apologized on my behalf to the person that I was not insulting. Spencer, Jim says he's sorry for the insult he didn't pay you. TJ, I just want to say I'm sorry for the dumb joke that Luis made.
Thanks, Jim.
That's funny.
No apologies to Vic. There are no apologies between us.
I know. Never.
Just epic fights.
We know where we stand.
We both hate each other.
You know, that is a completely untrue statement. I love Vic to death. That's the problem. I like her so damn much, but we just don't agree on shit. Except Star Wars, which is the important thing.
That's the only
I
thing
was
keeping a friendship together.
That and the Knights who say knee.
That too.
The RTX fight better involve a lightsaber fight at some point.
Oh,
Yes.
can do.
It will. It will. I have to go find a lightsaber now. Shit.
I hope I get there to like. I'm thinking vacation house, not a hotel room. I'm hoping to get there first, and I'm just gonna put a lightsaber down on the coffee table with a note. This lightsaber is for you. I have one too. You are under attack as of now. And just go at it. I'll just come out in the hallway or something.
Or like drop down from the ceiling like a ninja.
Lighting my blade as I go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be a fucking crazy week. That's
Oh,
all I
man.
can say.
The fight-
I hope
starts
whoever,
July
whatever,
4th and it ends July 6th.
I sincerely hope that whatever vacation house we stay in, I hope they have really good insurance.
Wow. You guys
There
are
may
gonna
be
go
a broken
full
TV.
Rockstars on it, right?
Does the insurance cover lightsaber damage?
For a moment there, I thought you were going to say, "Does the insurance company looks like a bitch?" I mean, look like a bitch. Anyway, yeah.
So, do you
Still
think
thinking about Samuel
this
Jackson.
coffee table being broken in half, do you think wrestling move execution is what I should put on the paperwork for the cause of damage?
Yes.
Friendly dispute over what kind of chocolate is better. is
Domestic
something that I
dispute
accept.
over everything except Star Wars.
Oh my gosh.
Jedi or Sith?
Oh, come on, TJ, don't do this.
Ugh.
I'm going with Grey Jedi.
Vic is a Mandalorian, so.
I don't know why I'm a Mandalorian, but apparently
That-
I am.
When
came
did that
up
happen?
Yeah, they came
happened
up
yesterday
when
or
TJ.
something.
No, it happened way before. TJ mentioned he had a dream, Star Wars themed, and I'm not sure if you said she was like a bounty hunter or something, and I was like, yeah, Vic seems like
I
a
said she was like a
Mandalorian.
scoundrel class.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, Vic, yeah, I don't know. It just fits, it just makes sense in my head.
I guess I'm pretty badass. I don't know how to take that.
So this is
Well, don't get ahead of
Even
yourself,
my own
sweetie.
friend shook his hand like, maybe. Oh, come on!
so I this is this is God obviously intervening that Vic and I are just meant to be diametrically opposed in every way, because if I'm a Jedi and Vic is a Mandalorian, throughout history, Mandalorians are the only non-Force users on a large scale who have been able to combat and successfully fight against Jedi.
Fuck!
Unless you're Jango Fett fighting Mace Windu.
No, that was. I feel like that was a pretty good fight, and you have to understand that Jango's technology failed him a little bit, and he got run over by a reek. Okay, that is outside interference.
Where's the
Yeah,
ref?
still he lost.
Where's the ref?
Fuck
Right? Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Windu, you gotta put down your lightsaber for 5 seconds and let and let Jango have a couple shots in.
I was about to say it's pass interference.
No, reload the battle. God damn it.
Roughing the passer.
Okay, everybody in the Geonosis Coliseum, stop for 5 seconds so Jango can get a new backpack.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, come on,
4,
Jango.
5.
This shit again.
I was about to say, I mean, Django didn't do too well against Mace Windu, but he did I think, a very good job against Obi-Wan.
Yeah, he gave him a hard time. Ha, bow chicka bow wow.
Didn't help
yeah.
it was soaking wet out.
Yeah, like, if it weren't raining, then Obi-Wan probably would have defeated him.
Yeah, can you imagine how heavy those robes must have gotten soaking wet?
Yeah, and he kept it on. I was like, just take it off! You're hot anyway.
Not to mention his mullet weighing him down.
It's not
Yeah, that
Rule
too.
34 Star Wars. We're talking about the actual movie here. So
I'm just saying, I mean,
Yeah.
Django had all that heavy armor on, so it's not like Obi-Wan was at that much of a
I don't
disadvantage.
think Mandalorian armor is that heavy. Like, it didn't seem so encumbering.
I think
Whatever.
it's more like plated. It's not like actual all metal, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Like,
a material. I say that. I don't know about Django. I think Django, his armor is Durasteel, but traditionally, Mandalorian armor is called Beskar, which is Mandalorian iron, and it's lightsaber resistant.
Okay, yeah, that's probably
yeah,
what it
like,
was.
for some reason, I think Django...
Is that like...
Let TJ talk. Go ahead, TJ.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask, are you talking about the Old Republic, that's the Old Republic era Mandalorian armor?
Yeah, well, that armor goes all the way up through the Star Wars Legacy era, which is 100 years after the movies. It's unchanged, but because the Mandalorians fell out of prominence for a while, and Jango Fett, he's kind of just freelancing doing his own thing. He got separated from their culture, from what I understand. I haven't actually read a whole lot of the Jango Fett books, but he used. I know Boba Fett had Durasteel armor, and I want because he's just a clone of Jango, and he was never really immersed in the Mandalorian culture until later on. But because of that, I think he just used his father's armor and repainted it, and I want to say Jango Fett had Durasteel armor as well. But prior to that, the Mandalorian iron was the traditional go-to thing.
I'm gonna look on Wikipedia.
Which is funny because I feel like Django looks lighter, and Boba Fett's gear looks a bit heavier. Maybe it has something to do with the cape he uses, or like his
to be
armor
fair,
is a bit battle damage or something.
and a lot of the Mandalorian, not fights, but in a lot of their combat, most of the Mandalorian combat that you see in like Jango Fett's area is a lot of like jetpacks and stuff like that. So it's got to be a lighter armor to really take advantage of that.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I think as far as what Luis is saying and how the armor looks in the movies, how Boba Fett's looks heavier than Jango's, is probably because Jango had a lot more action scenes, so they had to make him a lighter suit so he could actually move around in it, and I think that's probably why they look differently that way.
Yeah, that
The-
makes
Plus,
sense.
it was a newer series, so they probably had some better looking, lighter props.
And also, too, the lightsabers, like just the prop lightsabers in the old films, like weighed 10 pounds or 5 pounds. They were
And they were
ridiculously
actually
heavy.
lamps.
Yeah, they were actually lamps. But no, they were ridiculously heavy. Like, you can see in episode 6 when Luke's climbing up the side of Jabba's ship. Like, you can, like, actually see the lightsaber kind of weighing his waist belt down. Just because the props were so heavy, and now the lightsaber, just the props on the belt, like, weigh nothing, absolutely nothing. They're like heavy enough to be real, but they're light enough that they weren't what they were in the original trilogy.
Yeah, they actually in the I don't know about the original series, but in the prequel series, they had they had several different types of every lightsaber. Like one was your look nice and pristine for the shot, but then there's the action props, and they look the same, but they're just rubber. So, and that's funny. Did you see the behind the scenes stuff for Revenge of the Sith, where
I saw some.
I'm sure. Okay, yes, where they're taking the practice sabers during the between films, and they would just go at it, and the damn things would be bent all to hell. Like they'd be hitting each other so hard, not each other, but hitting the blades together so hard that the pole itself would bend, and so they would just throw one to the side and grab another one and just keep going. That was nuts.
I think that's one of my favorite parts of the films is like the props and what they do. And one thing I liked is in episode 1, they actually had everybody pick their own lightsaber hilt. So
Yes.
like, Ewan McGregor picked it, and it was like they gave him a bunch, and he was like, "All right, I think that one would be Obi-Wan's," because it's like I don't remember his reasoning. I think he said it was because it was like classy and like it fit Obi-Wan really well, and then like Liam Neeson like picked his own too, and then as the series went on and more, they handed out like more and more lightsabers. Like every person picked their own lightsaber, like per their character.
Well, except for Anakin, he kind of had to choose Anakin's lightsaber.
Yeah.
Well, was there
Suck it,
ever
Hayden.
really like
I want to talk about that.
like is there any like even prior to Darth Vader, is there any like specific this is Anakin's lightsaber? Because I didn't think
like,
there was.
They show when Obi-Wan gives Luke, "Oh, this was your father's lightsaber," and then the stupid shit points to his face, like, "Oh, what does that button do?"
Most dangerous weapon in the galaxy. What does he do with it? Looks down the barrel.
What does this do? End of Star Wars.
Damn it, boy!
Well,
You are the hope for the galaxy. Quit that shit.
And then he's like, there is another.
Ah, damn it! You're gonna get his sister. Crap. I just spent 20 years on this damn sand-blasted planet, and I now have to go find his sister because he impaled himself on the lightsaber I just gave him 10 seconds ago.
So he's like, Leia, this was your father's lightsaber. Don't look at it!
Oh, look.
All right. I'm going to hand this to you sideways. That way you don't activate it and impale me nor yourself.
She turns it on. Oh, sorry, C-3PO.
By the way, you're adopted.
oh dear. Yeah, let's just get this out of the way. Darth Vader's her father.
So anyway, I wanted to talk about the lightsabers. I thought that this was something that they did really, really well. So if you notice, so Luke gets Anakin's lightsaber, and you know how it's got, if you're looking at the actual cylindrical device at the end where the emitter is, where the actual blade comes from, it is not symmetrical. Like there's, I say off to the right because that's the way I look at it, but there's that part of it that's raised up, and there's the part of it that's
like
lower.
A pointy thing.
Right. Darth Vader's lightsaber looks the same way. But you'll notice that Obi-Wan's lightsaber doesn't look that way, how it is cylindrical, and it's got the it's almost got like ribs going down it. You know what I'm talking about? On the hilt. In episode 6, when Luke's built his new lightsaber, he has those ribs on his lightsaber as well. And I thought that was an interesting detail that they added, because if you look at it, you go back to episode 2, now that Anakin's an adult, because Anakin had two different lightsabers, I think. He had a different one in episode 2 than he had in episode 3.
I think they look the same.
They're very close. You're right. They're very close, but they're not quite the same. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sure Vic would probably is recalling this better than I. Didn't he lose his lightsaber in episode 2 at some point, and he didn't get it back?
It got chopped up.
Yeah, it got crushed.
Right. Okay.
But I think he built his next lightsaber very similarly.
Wait. Sorry, my dad walked in again. Who lost their lightsaber?
Anakin. He had a different lightsaber in 2 than he did in 3.
He did, because I think both of them did, actually.
They did. Yeah, because that's another thing I was going to point out. So another thing I was going to point out is that Obi-Wan's lightsaber in episode 2, it has those ribs on them just like it does in the original series, but they're pointed. They're like they taper off at the ends. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so
I'll put pictures.
Yeah, so say, like I noticed that he had those ribs that were tapered, and then because he replaced his lightsaber, he rebuilt it. He took the points off the edge of it so it doesn't look as aggressive, and then in episode 6, Luke copied that design, which it's this continuity thing that goes on that I think is just really done very well on their part.
Well, according
kind of cool,
to Wikipedia, Luke didn't know how to build a lightsaber necessarily, because obviously the only Jedi teachers he ever had kind of died. So, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, everybody who ever lives dies. Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, it's Game of Thrones Attack of the Jedi. So he took a journal that Obi-Wan had, and Obi-Wan had the schematics for his lightsaber, so he copied the schematics to learn how to build a lightsaber, which is why it looks exactly like Obi-Wan's lightsaber.
Yeah,
even though this
almost
is a
exactly.
Fact, TJ, you just ruined a beautiful moment.
How did he ruin a beautiful moment? I'm not talking about the storyline of it. I'm not talking about in-universe. I'm talking about...
Cool because it's like Obi-Wan was his master, and all 3 movies is like, oh, Obi-Wan, man, he's a fucking wise guy and all that. And then he makes a lightsaber looking like him. I think it's, it's cool. But
I was talking about from purely the production aspect of it, how they had the original movies, and then all those,
all the emotions.
All the years later, they went back and they looked at those references and said, okay, well, we've got to, since this new series is a prequel, we have to add in these little subtleties that you can look at, and you can see how things evolved to where they are when Luke has his lightsaber. Like, you can see how lightsaber design changed or stayed the same, but you can see the genesis of it is what I'm getting at. I'm just saying good job, production team. That's it.
Hey, the production team of the Star Wars has always been pretty spot on. Cool. Nom nom nom.
Nom nom nom.
Are you eating now, Vic?
My dad made me an egg ham bagel sandwich.
Future Vic, everyone.
Future Vic is here.
Yay! She doesn't seem to be such a bad person.
Ah, she's all right.
Hey, yeah. I'm a nice person.
I mean, I wish that
Maybe
past Vic was a little bit nicer, but
well,
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see how future Vic works out.
Oh, Jesus.
Vic, so you're eating. I just didn't get the name of that.
A egg and ham bagel sandwich.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Eat it on the mic, so we can all share the happiness.
Yeah, get right up on the mic so I can edit that out, please.
Right.
God, Vic.
Nom nom.
I'm telling you,
Is that how you actually?
God has ordained
nom,
that
nom.
Vic and I just not get along. I swear. The universe conspires against us.
I wonder if there's anyone out there that actually, like, because of the internet, eats like that, like, nom 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 nom. Because
No.
I've seen people do some stupid stuff, you know. Oh, why? Because I saw it on the internet. So, you know, why not that? Even though it's an annoying habit.
For some reason, and because she does these kind of things original, because she makes all these like cute little noises. I feel like she would do that in an attempt to try to be cute. she would do like a high pitched nom nom while she was eating. I don't know why I thought of her.
Alex can pull it off, not Vic's boyfriend. We're talking about Orange now. I think she could pull it off because, by the way, shout out to Alex. She says bye.
Especially because she's dead.
What?
Just a joke.
Anyway,
that was brutal.
In a very weird way. And like I know that I think Tyler tries to make an impression of that, but I don't think anyone else pulls it off like she does. Like it's a weird way of saying bye, but it's funny.
Oh. That type of noise she makes, I can't do it. I'm not that high pitched, but it's like oi! It's like a really strange noise. Yeah.
Okay, so Alex,
that's close.
Yeah, that was very close. Alex, are you a Pokemon? Are you a Pokemon called Bye?
So this week the users don't ask.
But this time we asked them questions.
I was about to say, it's a role reversal. Hey, I like that idea. How about we ask questions to the audience and get the audience to answer, and then we pick out funny answers?
Oh, I have one.
Oh, that's a
Can you guys
brainstorm happening right
questions?
there.
Apparently we've run out of questions.
That was fucking brilliant.
I'm gonna start making questions that we should ask the audience.
Okay, we
gotta differentiate. We gotta differentiate the podcast. Is all I'm saying.
That can be a thing.
Let's do it.
Oh, I did want to point out one thing earlier in the podcast. This is the first time I have done 3 podcasts in a row, as I had never done 3 with the latecomers. I would always do 2, and they would have somebody else take my place on the 3rd week.
Yay!
I think it's my 3rd in a row. I think it's all of ours 3rd in a row.
Podcast party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
time to drink more sake, right, Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you about that.
Morgan from a bottle.
Just
Captain and sake.
God, it's such a
Captain
terrible
Sake.
combination.
They brought clear soup last night out to us, and we had already been a good ways into drinking, and I'm sitting here eating the soup, and I'm like halfway through it, and I just look at my sake bottle, and I just pour it into my soup.
What?
So I had sake soup. My friend's mom was like, "Oh, clear soup is terrible. I don't see how you can." She didn't see me do that. She was like, "I don't see how you can eat it." And I was like, "No, I'll take it." I said, "It's pretty good here. You should take a sip." So she does. She goes, "Wow, that's great. You're right."
Oh my God, Jim.
Oh wow. But you know, still better than eating literally shit.
Yeah, that's a true statement. I don't know how that compares to alcohol, but all right.
Well, that's a public service announcement, kids. Don't ever eat shit, literally.
Not or figuratively, because that hurts.
That hurts? No, hold on, Vic.
If you eat shit figuratively, it means you're falling on concrete and hurting.
Oh, that. Okay. I've heard that called.
People.
I've never heard it called eating shit.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard it eating concrete or eating face or busting face, but I've never heard it called eating shit.
Eating shit? Achievement Hunter uses it a lot.
Oh my gosh, I just ate shit and you fall in it.
Oh, okay. That's again, because I don't watch a lot of.
When you get screwed over, it's not necessarily just falling.
I was about to say that's more like that's like an insult to somebody. Like I could see Michael being like, "Gavin, eat shit."
That is actually accurate.
I don't watch a whole lot of Achievement Hunter videos. I love Go, however. I think Go is
Go
fantastic.
is great. I love Go.
Now, Hunt is pretty good now because Horse was getting a little old. But with Hunt, there's more variety to games and the people participating. And I think it was the last one. I might be mistaken, but the one with Jack and Ryan was hilarious. Like Ryan just freaks out at the very beginning. He just goes full on Mad King. It's really funny.
I need to watch some of those Hunt videos. I know last week I talked about watching Game Time videos, which I never did.
I actually haven't really gotten into the achievement hunt videos. I haven't watched any of them.
You should because it's much better than Horse, man. Much better.
Yeah, I think I
Or
got that impression, but Horse kind of. I never watched Horse either.
yeah,
Didn't really.
Horse was
any-
getting a bit forced up, And then they just
I-
started.
I think the problem I had with it was that it was always like commentary looking back on what they did, as opposed to them actually live commenting on it, and getting their reactions while it's happening.
Do we have a means by which to record? Because I feel like our individual Xboxes. Because I feel like we should make our own community Go video.
Well, I have a capture card on my Xbox.
Yeah,
I will
know I
say
have a,
that my Xbox is currently on the way to dying, thanks to my lovely brother.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, nothing. The disc tray has been having issues for the past couple months, but it mostly worked. And then yesterday, it wouldn't work well enough for my brother, so he decides he's gonna smack the damn Xbox. And then now the disc drive hardly works at all. And in the process, he ended up completely scratching up our copy of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Joy.
So that's
fuck.
my 5-second rant.
And this is
Continue.
another reason why I am with Bernie about the digital downloads when it comes to games.
Well, we don't have too many digital downloads, but since our last Xbox, which had disc issue problems, we've made it a habit of installing every game we could get. So out of a 250 gigabyte hard drive, we're down to like 44 gigs.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. That's one of the things that's on my near future buy list is a larger hard drive for my 360 because I have that old school original Xbox 360 with the silver bezel on the disc tray because they're all white now, but this one was silver, and it came with that 20 gig hard drive, and so I got 120 gig in there now, but all these games for gold stuff that's going on. I'm downloading all these games and it's kind of like, oh boy, like it's taking up a lot of room. And I recently installed Final Fantasy 13 because I was trying to go through all the side quests, and that game is 3 discs long, so it takes up a lot of space.
Man, I think I've only played one game that was 3 discs long on Xbox, which was LA Noire. I borrowed it from a friend. It is a freaking good game. Like I really enjoyed playing that.
I wanted to get that when it came out, but I never really got to it.
I was interested in it because they showed before it was released, they showed the facial capture and what they did to capture people's faces in that game, and it was nuts. And just how accurate it was.
Yeah, the facial capture plays a big part in the game, especially when you're questioning people, and it's not really like a third-person shooter. It's not really focused on firefights and all that shit. I mean, there is. You can fire guns and all that when the time comes for that. But it's a really fun game, and they focus it mainly on the investigations, and it works. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really, really good game. You guys, if you haven't played already and if you can get it, you should check it out. Like the sandbox open world is really fun to play at because I don't know about you guys, but the 50s are a time period that I think it's really cool. Like in terms of art and architecture, history too, and all around cool. Except maybe living there because I think it was near some sort of economic problems that we're having in the USA or worldwide, whatever. But it's so fun. Like you can get any car you want, and you can go like, "Oh, I can get this car because I'm a freaking policeman." And then you just go, "Hey, LAPD, I need your car." And then people just give you the car, so you don't have to actually steal it. It's not like Grand Theft Auto.
So I was about to say, so it's legal GTA.
Oh yeah, it's totally legit. Like you can just grab any car and
I got a badge. It's
just
legit.
yeah, just put it on the police tab, and it's all cool, and it's really fun to play. Then there are some hidden cars that are super fast or weird looking, but in a good way. It's really good. So go check it out. Do it. This episode of the podcast is not being sponsored by Rockstar or Lenore, but if you guys want to sponsor us and give us free games, we're totally up for that.
I don't. I don't know that they want to sponsor a podcast with this much vulgarity on it.
Oh, come on. We're fucking lovely.
We
See,
talked
no
about
vulgarity.
porn bloopers
Yeah, but
in detail.
that's pop culture, right? See what I did there?
Pop culture.
Get it? Oh, that was a very bad joke. Uh,
Very bad.
I understood the joke. Yeah. I didn't think it was funny.
Thank
I'm going
you.
to say it. I can admit it.
well then, do you guys want to go for the questions now?
Yeah, sure.
I'm up for questions.
All right. Let me
Questions.
just pull it up here. We got a question. Hold on. I'm looking for it. This is a question sent by the Drop It Banana, which is Tyler's and his friend's channel on YouTube, and it's regarding that tailbone thing on our first podcast.
Oh boy.
Remember that Alex asked about like lizards who can detach their tails, and I was like, oh, but can we detach our tailbones? And so I believe it's Tyler who asked, but the Drop It Banana. They ask if you could really throw your tailbone. I'm just doing this from memory. Let me read the actual thing. If you could throw your tailbone, who would you throw it at?
Jim.
Vic. We answered at the same exact time.
That was.
That wasn't planned, too.
No, it wasn't. I'm telling you. I told you last night in the Snapchat, Vic, we are so much alike. We are on the level.
We
Well, what
rule.
about you, TJ?
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't paying attention.
God damn it. Okay, so here's a question. If you could throw your tailbone at someone, who would you throw it at?
Oh Jesus.
Well,
Throw it
come
at
on,
Jesus.
why?
Why?
Ronald Reagan.
Jesus, that was harsh. What did Jesus do to you? He only tried to help humanity, for God's sake. Why are you going to beat him up with your tailbone?
Sorry,
Go
TJ,
on,
go ahead.
TJ.
Ronald Reagan.
Who?
So-
Ronald
so-
Reagan?
Yeah, that's a former U.S. president.
That's really funny.
It's okay. It's because you said Ronald, and I
Reagan
didn't understand.
smash.
Yeah, I didn't understand Ronald. It was like Robles. I was like, who the fuck is Robles?
Ronald McDonald?
Oh, now I get it. It's Ronald Reagan. Okay. Why would you throw it at Ronald Reagan?
Because TJ is super political.
Yeah. I don't want to go into it. Let's just leave it at
Okay,
that.
so you do
Alright.
have reasons for that. Okay.
Super secret reason why Tyler
Yeah.
very well, or TJ
He,
will throw his tailbone
Not
at
secret,
Ronald Reagan.
just don't want to start
Reveal.
fights.
So we're just trying to avoid inciting a war.
Yeah.
because during the Cold War, which is like totally relevant because no Cold War, it's no longer the 80s.
Yeah, let's say it's completely irrelevant.
It's okay. It's okay. If I could throw my tailbone at someone, let me think. There's actually like a list of people I could throw it, because the sheer look of disgust, because it's a tailbone, the sheer look of disgust and pain will be interesting. So I don't know. I can think of a few people. Like there are some assholes I know. I could throw it on my sister, because of the whole dispute that there's always between brothers. So that would work as well.
Speaking
Yeah.
of sisters, aren't you supposed to be helping her clean the house? LOL.
Yeah, but I did manage to get a break to record a podcast. Winning.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean,
It's good stuff. I
did
like it.
hear some stuff like,
You heard Satan?
Satan. His name is.
Okay. Tell you what, sister, you stay over there. Stay on that side of the room, please.
sweep this line of salt. That's supernatural.
Next question.
reference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't get it because I don't watch Supernatural. Next question.
Okay. Well, this one is by Alex. Why do four-legged animals have four legs anyway? There are mutations that give them 3 legs, or 2 legs, or even 5 or 6 legs. So is the general leg amount 4? Why did humans' front legs just one day decided to be arms? Does that mean one day dogs are going to end up with arms as well? What if the mutation that takes away some animals' front legs is actually their genes trying to be arms?
I'm not awake enough for that.
It's because different creatures serve different purposes in different environments, and she's proposing the idea, the theory of evolution. The answer is no, no, and no.
So that is a more complex answer than I would be willing to give. So Alex, that's pretty much like evolution stuff. There are reasons for why it happens, the reasons why it doesn't happen. Pretty much natural selection if you go by Darwin. So animals who had thumbs for some reason died and didn't reproduce enough, and so we have thumbs because we're awesome. Uh, you know, there are monkeys with thumbs too, but dogs don't have thumbs, and they walk on 4 legs. Suck it, dogs.
Not sure where you were going with that, but okay.
No, 30.
Right. No,
this time.
humans just didn't decide to make our front legs arms one day. No, dogs' front legs will not turn into arms one day. And there was another one that I said no to, but I forgot what the question was.
I think you just said no to why do 4-legged animals have 4 legs.
Yeah, no, that's a dumb question. No.
No, it's not a dumb question. But
Why do 4-legged animals have 4 legs? That's a dumb question.
It's relevant.
It's all right.
There
No,
is-
I answered that one. No, I answered that one because
There's an actual answer for that.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's a thing of different animals serve different purposes in different environments. So a dog's purpose in their environment requires them to have 4 legs. So, so that one's not a dumb question. That's actually a good question. I give it to you, Alex. I don't know what the third no was for. I'm going to be honest.
Well, I think we've been going for a long time now, and if you're still awake, and thank you. Do you guys want to wrap it up?
Probably, I guess.
Yeah.
Wrapping it up. Have a good one, kids.
All
You
right.
youngins.
Thank you so much for
Have a
listening,
good
and
one.
stay tuned for the next episode.
Have a nice
Wink,
week,
wink.
everybody.
Don't
Hey,
drink
everybody.
like Jim.
Ask questions.
What was that?
Nothing.
What? Say it again. Say it in my face.
Nothing. Nothing.
Fight,
Nothing.
fight, fight.
I've got this recorded. I'll listen to it again.
Okay, then.
Yeah, you're kind of
Then
fucked.
that's how we're gonna do it.
She's gonna make me fucking
Send
work
us
for it.
lightsabers for Jim and
Yep.
Vic.
God, there will come a day, Vic. There will come a day.
It's up to you guys to decide who's a Jedi and who's a Sith.
I'm a Jedi.
I always said I'm a gray Jedi, but that's it. I'm done.
All right, then. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
This week's intro and outro song is Fire Within by Jens Kiilstofte, hosted by Machinima Sound. You can find more of their free work made available under the Creative Commons license by visiting youtube.com/user/Machinima Sound or by visiting machinimasound.com.